Okay, good morning, everyone. We are from Group 21, and thank you, Sir Fedrick Ding, for taking the time to be interviewed today. Our interview is a part of our entrepreneurship assignment, where we explore how entrepreneurs have used digital tools and technology to grow and manage their business. So, without further ado, let's begin with our question lah.
Yeah.
First question is, could you please introduce yourself and tell us about your handcraft business and what inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
My background, I just graduated my master in chemistry last year from UITM. I'm a very, very proud academia, but somehow life has shifted me towards craft. So a little bit about my background is that I am currently a part of the Jimmy Choo team in Sarawak. We are the pioneer shoemaker industry in Sarawak, and before I am a shoe artisan, I make bags as well. So what we did is that they asked me to do innovation on the products, and that's how we came about haute couture with the bags and things like that. So what inspired me actually is the people. I would say I wanted to use the privilege that I have in order to lift up the community. So that's the inspiration. I almost give up last 2 years during my master. It's some sort of burnout because I was teaching at the same time and running the business at the same time and doing my thesis at the same time. So what kept me going is the people dekat kampung lah.
Could you tell us where is your business based in?
So for now, the business is based in Kuching.
So before starting your business, did you conduct any market research, and who was your target market, and how did you identify the demand for your product?
I do this alone, team, meaning I wear multiple hats. I am the entrepreneur, I am the marketeer, I am also the artisan. So I do a lot of things at the same time. I only focus on creating. I do not care about the market. I do not care how it responds. When I change my hats, once we already have a product, only then we understand how the market will react. We don't do research before we create a product. We test the market directly. We don't have time to do market research and things like that. My minor is marketing and branding dekat UITM. What I understand is that because we just started, we don't focus heavily on the theoretical side of the business. We just do. Most of the time, people responded very well. What I'm telling you now is that it's not backed by data, but rather more on instinct.
Hi, Mr. Fedrick. So my question is, since you said you are alone in the business, right? How did you plan your business during the startup?
When we first started, I just buat and then put it up on social media because that's what I'm supposed to do. The strategy would just put yourself out there. That's what we do. Kalau kita terlampau viral pun susah, kalau kita tidak viral pun susah. So we kind of like put everything in between. So somehow I find a balance between that because everything is heavily curated by me. So that's our marketing style. So we just put ourselves out there, but without the intention of, okay, let's go viral. No. Kalau dia viral, viral lah. Kalau tidak, tidak lah.
So the next question is, what were the biggest challenges that occur when you do this business?
So the challenges that we faced during that time was, I would say, the contemporary side of the product, meaning I am the one that is solely responsible on designing, pattern making, stitching, and I don't know if I ever overcame it. I'm still doing this, but I am sharing the burden with a few part-timers. I mean, they would be doing the cutting, they would be doing the stitching. I would just be focusing on the design per se. I think that's the major challenge.
Hello, Mr. Fedrick.
Yes.
Okay, my question is, when did you begin adopting digital tools such as social media and digital payment methods, and what motivated you to do so?
So this is very early in the business, I think. We don't really do TikTok shop anymore or Shopee and things like that because of convenience, I would say that. But Shopee, it's very limited. TikTok is very limited as well. So that's why I kind of shifted the business into actually just go on Instagram and things like that. So what we do is that our international punya customer macam those order directly from Australia, from Canada, and then even from South Korea. So we use the application called Wise. It's a financial body that actually allow you to transfer directly into our local bank. So it's something that we do out of convenience lah.
Which digital platform or technologies do you currently use to manage and promote your business?
What we do is that we use this platform macam TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook to create awareness, to create a presence. So when people wanted to buy, they could just go to the link that we have in our bio and it will link them to WhatsApp. The reason why I do that is because despite technology being so advanced now, we still wanted the human touch. You have to understand the business model is custom order. People will say, okay, I want red leather, I want black shoes, I want this color, that color. So most of the content that we are using now are more on educating people on how rattan is, on what kind of weaving, what kind of motif this means. The different platform carries different value for us, but most of the time we use all this platform for awareness, reaching new audience, and then actually engaging with the one that we have. With social media, we are putting ourselves out there, but we don't beg for you to buy from us. That's the mindset. We are just putting ourselves out there with the intention that if you like what we do, then you buy. So we put our principles out there.
How has digital technology transformed the way you manage your business, particularly in marketing, finance, inventory management, customer service, or daily operation?
In terms of customer service, I'm going to speak on customer service. We are not big. Okay, we are not a big business. My clients are like my friends, I would say that. So like you and your friends, you would see their story, you would see their statuses, you would see their updates on Instagram and things like that. So that is the kind of rapport that I am building with my client. So we are not just touch and go punya customer.
Yeah.
We build rapport, we build even with this kind of relationship that we have, like it's another business tool bah. Sebab once you get, getting close with these people, they would recommend you to their friends as well. But you have to understand that we are not being kind to you just because we want something from you. We genuinely care. You bought our things, and this is a relationship that is worth keeping because you are supporting us since day one. I can only speak on in terms of customer service and as well as marketing. If kita tiada Facebook, if we don't have social media, we don't have Google, I'm not sure how I would go. As someone who is very introverted, I don't go out and speak to people. Yeah, I don't go. I cannot be the one that is, cik, you mau beli tak? I cannot do that. I don't see myself doing that. I could never do that. I've tried it. It was very exhausting. But we have to do that lah. That is the effort that you need to do if there is no technology involved, kan? It's how you capture the people punya attention, So we don't want to lose that kind of human touch.
So have you received any support from government agencies or business program? If so, how have they benefited from your business?
So with Yayasan Hasana, they give out 70,000 for qualified businesses because we are working together with orang kampung. So this is considered social. That's why the business is called social enterprise, because we are helping with other people. So mind you, social enterprise is one of the most easy to get grant and fundings. And then with SCC, what I do is that we are educating wanita-wanita yang sudah bersara. We are training people how to make the contemporary bags. So now how it benefited us is that I think I can sustain myself for a whole year, meaning I am paying myself lump sum and then the artisan as well. Sebab once we finish this money and then maybe another round of grant, we will be able to apply again. This kind of funding, it gives us peace of mind.
Hi, Mr. Ding. My question is, looking back on your entrepreneurial journey, what has been the most valuable lesson you have learned?
Oh, I think we can combine question 11 and 12. Before this, my drive was money, okay? My drive was, let's make money, everybody. That was the drive. I have to tell you. Money is something that must come and must go. You earn money, you spend money. It is not something that will stay with you. So I somehow feel like, okay, this is not something that can become a drive for me to keep doing this business. Because most people, they would say, what is your why when you start doing something? So my why started to change when I got a call from one of my mom's punya cousins that actually started the weaving, and then he was the one that started to supply products to me. So he called that, when are you going to restock? I just wanted a little bit of money at the end of the month to send to my daughters for her study. It shifted my mindset about money, When he said that, aku macam, this is a drive that I could use. I am not running the business just for money. I am looking beyond money now. The phone call at 10 p.m. at night was my wake-up call. Dulu memang you nampak duit, you shock. Tapi it's kind of changes when people are actually benefiting from this money. Some people just have enough money to survive. I somehow transform. I think that's the word. if you ask me how I keep in doing the business is, first, it's the people, itu satu. Second is the profit. The third one is we will be preserving culture. Like most of you would be doing quantity surveying. So you have to open your heart to creative stuff. Like me, I am from chemistry background. Don't limit yourself. I even don't know that I can make bags. Serious. I didn't know. I didn't know that I would love doing this so much. If it fills your heart, then not necessarily a bad thing. But if business is not for you, it's okay if you work. There is no right or wrong. So to end things, for me, I'm doing this out of love for the people, out of love for money as well at the same time. Yeah. But it's the people that keeps me going, to be honest.
So for the closing remark for this interview session, so I'm very inspired by your story. Thank you for helping the people in our community as well as promoting our cultural and heritage to the world. And then to conclude our interview, on behalf of Group 21, we would like to sincerely thank you for sharing the time to share your entrepreneurial journey and valuable insight with us. Your experience and advice have been extremely helpful for our learning, and we truly appreciate your willingness to participate. Thank you once again, sir, and we wish you continued success in your business.